this. Tell me who got a flow like God.
Yo, you already know what it is. You already know we're back. SDOT is sealed on some shrooms today.
Keep going.
I got it from you.
Some shrooms or something. But no, welcome back, world.
Show.
Yeah, welcome back, world. And we're glad to see you again. And thank you for joining us on another installment of Cutting Up.
Yes.
Cutting it.
Oh,
You
that
already
was so
know.
good.
I know.
I thought they did that back then.
Special effects. You know what I'm saying? But let me run through my wonderful panel, my good people that I get down with every week. You already know what it is. To my left, I have the lovely, the exquisite, the somewhat high, apparently, SDOT Lee, Lady S in the building. What's good?
How y'all doing?
Hey. Good. What? You so laughy today. What's
You know
going
what
on?
it is? I have not drank coffee, and I don't know how long.
Oh, yo.
So
she
I'm
lit
telling
right
y'all
now.
what it is. So I am on like, I'm on.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I just got like this whole rush, and I'm just like,
Hold on, please don't do that. Yo, did you do the wiggle?
No, I'm just like, I don't know.
I love
just
it.
buzzing right now.
We gotta get her coffee more.
This
more
coffee got
This
me
was
like, woo.
So Lady S is feeling great.
Yes,
So
I am.
and of course, we're gonna go over across the table to my good friend, the one and only Tropical Papa. How you doing today, TP?
Yo. It's a blessing to be here amongst you guys once again.
What up,
I'm
Trop?
glad everybody is here, so I'm excited, man. I'm excited. We got a great show on here. So.
That's like one Shakespearean.
Yo,
on
you're
it.
like super.
yeah.
I love
was like
this.
it.
Yeah.
The
Did y'all like
excitement
that?
level
Did y'all
is
like that
too?
Yo, we gotta do coffee more
It's the
often.
coffee.
Yeah, goddamn.
It's
like,
coffee.
I'm so happy to have her.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be amongst you guys
Yo,
again.
everybody's
it's
up.
definitely the
All right.
I
coffee.
love it. I
As
love it.
usual, last but certainly not least,
Yo.
we got the martial arts monkey himself.
Oh, snap. You know what's man? I know my face just showed I was not ready for that at all. My face went, yeah.
Nah.
He's like, I see you outside. But no, my cousin, my brother, my co-host, just all around wonderful gentleman, Mr. Robert Covington in the building.
What's up, my guy?
good?
How you doing? How you doing?
Peace.
Rob, your hair looks really good today.
I appreciate that.
Your
I was
cut
thinking the
look
same thing
good.
about yours,
Thank
girl.
you.
Stop playing.
You noticed it
Uh-oh.
yesterday.
Yeah, I did. I know.
Nobody else noticed it but you. I'm just gonna say
How
that. They ain't
How
even
they not
know.
notice?
Don't
What
even
we
say
missed?
nothing. They ain't even know.
Yo, her hair changed.
It did?
Yes.
Oh my
Is it?
God, it's
I mean, it looks
darker.
pretty, but
It's mad darker.
Yeah, it is darker.
And I did it myself.
And it matches our eyes. Stop playing.
can't be that
Yo,
much
oh my,
darker.
nah,
Sometimes I
it's
get these
that
like
much
weird
darker, G.
urges. I was like, I'm
Yo,
gonna dye
hers-
my
It is
hair.
that much darker?
Yo, like her hair was like your skin tone, and now it's
Is it?
completely
Yeah.
different.
So what was the change? Was it the Rhodesian gel?
You
I was about to say, was it the
It's
Rhodesian
probably
bridge
looking
back?
more like that now, honestly.
Yeah, it
I don't know how
is.
you
But-
shift your hair color. I've got. We were talking a little bit about it before the show.
Yes,
but I
that's funny.
I laughed my ass off. In real life, I met a woman walking her dog, and I was like, because all the times we joke and we look
Right.
up the
Yeah.
dog, I was like, yo, is that a real diesel Ridgeback?
And it was,
And
y'all.
she was like,
Was it?
yes.
It was.
But look. So I just laughed at her. She looked at me like, what the hell?
She
Or are you laughing at my
She grabbed
dog?
her dog,
Can you
got up out of there.
imagine if we all were there together?
Oh man,
we would have
yo,
fell out.
She
Forget
the dog
about
we
it.
was high.
It's over.
All I could do was laugh. It was like there was no explanation.
Cause you're not
All I
ready to
could
run
do was
into a
laugh.
Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like I didn't know they were here for real.
Right?
Wait, how are you doing?
Yeah, how
We
you
didn't
doing,
ask
man?
you
Everybody
how
always
you
say
You
that.
doing.
introduce yourself when you be doing this?
Yeah, that's Dominic,
Nah,
y'all.
I don't.
You don't.
Yeah.
You
You
don't.
should. You should.
You
let
don't
me
say I'm
know
Dominic
I am
Santana.
the
Yeah.
This is
one.
my big cousin Dominic Santana. There you go.
Yeah.
There you
You
go.
gotta start throwing. That's how you gotta throw it back like
Yeah.
this. Like, you know.
I'm Dominic Santana.
There you are.
Actor extraordinaire.
Yeah, you
And
maybe.
I am
yeah.
feeling exquisite.
I'm
Oh,
feeling
yeah.
extremely exquisite.
There you-
exquisite.
You're looking extremely exquisite
Thank
too.
you. I'm
Benevolent.
feeling
He's all
like
radiantly gold,
Oh,
y'all.
exquisite,
I'm all
benevolent. Your
Rhodesian.
skin
Is
looking all
Rhodesian
good.
a color?
Listen, no, listen.
Rhodesian
I don't know
technically is
if
a
it's
color
called-
now. You made it
But
a
y'all
color.
all looking real good.
Yo,
like
you.
all of y'all.
I'm about to take all
Thank
my
you.
dates to coffee shops then if we look good because of coffee.
You all nice and chocolate and
Thank you.
shining
Thank you. I
and
was
stuff.
nervous. I thought I was like
Yeah,
charcoal
no,
over there.
no.
Yeah.
With the
That feels
tea.
good. That feels really
Nah,
good.
dark
Thank
skin,
you.
you got
Rob
to
was
put some
walking down the
lotion
block
on
like,
He said charcoal.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Pop, pop, pop. All right. Yo, bro, you going to get coffee every week now.
But so, let's just jump right in it, man.
Let's go.
Let's jump right in it.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
We got a special topic. this
Okay.
week.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I know somebody who particularly will love this topic.
Nice.
And and I know the rest of you guys will too, but
Yeah.
and gal.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
Yeah. talking hip hop today.
Let's
man.
go.
Talking hip hop
all day,
debates.
every
Let's get
day.
it.
Hip hop.
Let's go.
From
Let's
the
go.
beginning
I'm
to the
excited.
end.
Hip
All
hop
right.
Nice.
debates. So the first thing I want to jump right into, I want to know who is everyone's favorite artist
Oh, easy.
of all time.
Yeah, that's easy.
Of all time?
That's
This is
me.
right
It's
now.
SDOT Lee and
Of all
Wavyy.
ti-
Dang.
Other than
It's
yourself.
I
Wavyy.
was ready to agree with you. Look, I was ready to agree with you. Then I did
Those who
that.
know.
Right, but you can't say yourself.
No, I'm joking.
Someone
Okay,
outside of
I'm
yourself.
joking, but I'm serious.
So we're gonna go around. We'll start with us, Lady S, and we'll come around. See
Okay.
what everybody's
Okay.
favorite artist
Favorite
is.
artist?
Favorite
then-
artist
and then
of
we'll-
all times,
we'll
not
debate
just
why.
not just now.
Of all
We're saying
time.
hip hop artists.
Hip hop.
Yeah, yeah.
artists,
Okay, okay.
Just hip hop. Just hip hop.
Yeah. Because I was
Don't be
nervous, so I
mad
was
at
like,
me.
wait a
Wavy about
Get
to
out.
be
Get out of here. I already know what you about to say.
All right.
I won't deny it. I'm a
Alright,
straight
well,
rider. Boom, boom,
Hey,
boom,
hey,
boom,
hey,
boom, boom, boom.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.
Anybody who knows me knows
It's got to be.
that I literally got into a fist fight in high school over Tupac.
Wow.
I know you and I
Almost
didn't
got
know
beat
that.
up too. But I won in the end. I won in the
So you
end.
a Tupac lover?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's definitely one of my favorites. And I don't know. I got to say a girl too because they're neck and neck.
No.
Oh.
It's just one.
It's just one?
We can talk about her
Just-
later.
Actually, I'm kind of
Just who-
intrigued though. But
Who
like,
is your top? This is my guy.
girl that's
I'm
with
going to
Tupac?
war with or girl.
that's up there with Tupac.
Tupac.
Yeah. She's just phenomenally dope to me.
Dope.
I think Lauryn Hill.
Oh,
People
yeah,
don't get
yeah,
her.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
listen,
okay.
Actually, wow.
Okay.
For real.
Lauren
Like,
Okay.
she is
Insane.
I
everything.
love
Yeah,
her
she can
like
be put
that.
up there with
She's
Pac. I can
so
see you putting her up there with
dope.
Pac.
Love her,
Alright,
yo.
alright.
But
And so,
but
that
is she your
Fuji
favorite?
era,
Is she?
Yes.
She-
hell
Easy.
yeah.
No, that's your number one. Top number one.
They're neck and neck.
No, there's no neck and neck.
No, what? Actually, I gotta give it to Lauren
We don't-
just
we
on the
don't have
grounds
a-
that
we
she
don't
can
have a
sing,
female
bro.
section in
So
hip-hop.
And
Tupac
she was musician
Lauren.
and everything.
Yeah.
Will be your neck and neck.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
So,
just-
but you're rocking with Pac. Okay.
He's like,
Dominic is like, yeah.
you
clear.
are going to pick
Man, you
one.
know, not even ask me this question. You already know who I'm gonna
Who's
say.
yours?
Who you
Who
going
is he going with?
I bet you can guess it.
Jay-Z?
Easy.
Oh.
Easy, Jay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
figured. Jay-Z, why
Who
Jay-Z?
you know rock like ho, huh?
Why Jay-Z?
Lyrically, I like the way he is similar to me how Dave Chappelle is to comedy.
You think
You
he's
have
good?
to go, yeah, he's amazing. You have to go
Okay.
back and listen to what he said in order to get the whole point. And you can listen to it multiple times and still be like, yo, I even hear him say that little
Yeah,
line
his
there.
bar play
You
is
know?
crazy.
He could put it together from like he could say a bar in the beginning that fits the bar in the end, and I just love thoughtful rap. I love when you think, when
Yeah.
you're intelligent, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Jones, Mr. Tropical Papa.
Wow.
Who you going with, bro? Who's your
Who's
number
your
one?
numero uno?
Not several of your favorites. Who's your guy
This
that
is
you're
tough,
going to
man.
battle
This
with?
is tough.
It is
But
tough.
Number one
I'm gonna
spot.
go off the career wise. I have to go with Jay.
Yeah,
That's a good
and
choice.
I go with Jay simply because Jay-Z raised me. You know what I'm saying?
indeed.
Uh,
Like when my dad left at a young age or whatever,
Yeah.
that was my dad's favorite rapper. So this was like 2003 or whatever. So and that's when the Black album came out.
Right.
So
yeah.
I went back from the Black album and everything else, and like his whole career, like that's who
Yeah.
my champion.
uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going with Hov on that one.
Oh, man.
Okay.
this-
Yo, this ain't gonna be much of a
What-
debate
who's yours,
I know,
Dom?
right?
because you gotta.
Right.
Come
Dom,
on,
are
you better
saying the
not.
same? Who's yours?
Mine?
You
My
you
favorite?
better not. I'll throw something at you. You better not tell that lie.
You don't even know what I'm about to say, man. Machine Gun Kelly.
The hell. Man,
on,
if you
Machine
don't
Gun
get
Kelly.
him outta
Kelly.
here.
Nice,
Yo.
son.
I
He's
just-
dope.
Yeah, he's
Yo.
dope, but
Let it be
kiss
known.
my-
I think he's super dope.
Oh, no,
for
he
real.
fresh.
Yeah.
But I know that's not your number one though.
No, Machine Gun Kelly. Like, do you know his music before he became mainstream?
Yeah, Rappers
Yeah, yeah.
Rappers Ramos.
Huh?
Go ahead, Rappers Ramos.
Yeah, yeah.
Spit
let's-
that
That was good.
Dude, here,
Yeah,
like how
put
you
us
did
on.
that.
What, what
I
is it?
said, no, I'm just kidding.
Hey, yo. I was like, hold on. The hand came up. Yeah, I was like, yo, snap. Yo, he about to kill Machine
I
Gun
thought it like,
Kelly.
damn,
Now
he
you
was on
called
some
my bluff.
MLK.
Yeah, he did. He called that.
He called my bluff. He called my bluff.
Yeah, he did.
No, you know, for me, I hate to even like, because now we got two Jay-Z's
Yeah.
in the building. We got one Tupac over here. And so that's really hard for me because I'm an East Coaster who also grew up some in the West Coast. But when Death Row was in its prime, is when I
Yeah.
got introduced to Pac. And I was a kid. You know what I mean? So, but it's like, you know, I'm one of those people. Like, also, okay, so on face value, I would say Tupac, right? Because I'm just a
Okay.
huge Tupac fan. But
That's not.
But if you being real and you comparing everything, then I gotta go with Jay.
Listen, you can't go wrong.
I feel the same way with Big.
I mean,
I get that.
My man, he's been over decades now.
Now, if Pac was still alive the whole time, like Jay is, and then he had that record to compare to Jay's.
Right.
I would probably.
Now, how do you think that would have went
Tupac.
if Pac would have? Because I heard one person say like Jay wouldn't have been as big if Biggie and
was
Pac
still here.
didn't die.
I hate that.
And I'm like,
If
man,
Biggie
I
was
don't
still
know
here?
if
No,
Biggie and Pac, both of them, if they were still here.
Wow, SDOT, you agree?
I didn't say that.
No, two.
Yo,
Yo, no,
I
you
was
did his
waiting
face
on-
though, Lil, but
You
your
know what?
face.
You know what I. You don't have to say a word. I was like, wait, I know that melody. All right, I got hyped.
Yeah.
No, what I was thinking was one of the things when you listen to Hov talk, right, and what he speaks about, and when he's really
Like here for the whole culture.
Yeah.
yo, you're killing it tonight.
Yo, we getting everybody
But,
coffee for
yeah,
now on this
listen.
shit right here.
But one thing with him is he loves competition.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he
he does.
rises to the occasion.
Yeah.
He thrives
So
on it.
if anything, I feel like he would have went 50,000 times harder. He already goes hard.
That
So
would be
I
interesting.
can't say
Jay-Z?
on
Oh, yeah.
I
I
can
don't
see that.
think that he would have went to the wayside. I think he would have been like, all right, well, guess what?
Oh, so you
Everybody
saying that
step
for
y'all
Jay?
shit up.
He would've did more.
Like
I
if
swear,
they
I
would have
feel
been
the same way.
alive.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like,
I feel like
who
they
was his
all would
only
have had their
comp?
lane.
His only comp was Nas, and Nas lyrically is a beast. He's probably one of the best.
Right.
But making a song.
I'm gonna say something real controversial.
What's
Say
that?
something real controversial.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Uh-oh.
Why he look at me?
You the rapper, G? Well, y'all let's go.
I don't agree, and this is nothing you said,
Okay.
but I don't agree that if Pac and Big were still around, Jay-Z wouldn't have had a career. If anything, I think Biggie's career would have been cut short.
You think?
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
Pac would have been like,
Here's the only reason.
Ooh, okay,
No,
I gotta
no.
hear this.
But here's why I say this.
You tight. I'm gonna let you finish, but
Let's
Why you taking in all that?
We don't talk about-
So my theory behind why you gotta look at me so
No,
evil?
he ready.
Because I'm ready to hear this theory.
He don't
You know, what I'm
go.
saying? You know I didn't do it, right?
Kinda.
But no, so here's the thing, and this all has to do with not just like Biggie's not as good. It has to do with multiple elements of the times and just where hip hop was at the moment and whatnot.
Yeah.
So at that time, you got to remember. Now hip hop is like more of a general thing. Anybody from anywhere, if you can get hot, you can come out. Whatever,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Get popping. But back then it was different. Like
Word up.
a city had to claim you, and you had to be, or a
Okay.
region or a side had to claim you, right?
Okay.
And then you're talking about the reason why Pac didn't have to worry about Jay. West Coast claimed Tupac. He had a West Coast style, whole different, even kind of category, really.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Jay. Jay and Biggie would have been in that same category. And then you from New York, you from Jersey.
Yeah.
You know how New York goes, especially back in that time. There couldn't be two kings. You know what I mean?
That's kind of true.
And
Back
so-
then it was
and-
super.
And the thing
You're
about
right.
Big, like I love Big's music, right? I'm from the East Coast, so I grew up, of course, hearing more East Coast than West Coast stuff until I went to the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you compare Biggie and Jay, it's Jay, and you compare Jay to anybody. Jay is like the Denzel of hip hop, as far
That
as
is. I give you
right,
that.
as far
I
as
give
not
you that.
just being hot, not just being a top dog, but then the ways he can get you. Where Biggie was more kind of, it was Biggie created a lane that was Biggie's lane. He didn't have to step out of it.
That's true.
Jay came a little bit after Big, so he couldn't go running down Biggie's lane.
Okay.
He had to also carve his own lane, but then have a little bit of what's popping and, all of that stuff. And Jay's flow, like you were alluding to earlier, Jay's flow is special.
It is.
Like Jay's intellect is what separates him from most other rappers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I love Big and all, but looking back on it and just listening to their music, Jay's intellect, his IQ, his hip hop IQ was just higher. You know what I mean? The things Big talked about, Jay found a way to talk about those things, but then insert what he wanted you to know or the lessons he wanted to sneak in. Some dudes rhyme in, double entendres. Jay is one of the only ones that hit you with a triple entendre.
Yeah.
Where you think on surface level, go back and listen to
Matter
old
of fact,
Jay-Z
try to make
records.
up a triple entendre. That junk is hard.
Right, go listen to Jay's records. Jay was smart enough to know, he even said it in some of his music, like, y'all are not on the level that if I really rhyme how I want to rhyme,
y'all wouldn't understand
most of y'all wouldn't get it.
You ain't even ready for it.
So then Jay was like, he still got to be himself, but then he's like, I got to dumb this down to where the masses can all understand it. But then he snuck in for those with the higher IQ, the higher hip hop IQ. They're gonna dissect this, and eventually they'll get it. There's songs I listened to years later where I'm like, yo, I've heard this song a million times.
That's what I love about Jay. Yo, but I gotta ask you a question. So you don't think if Biggie would have survived, he would have evolved? Because like my thought is like if he was put in that same atmosphere with how lyrically he is, I feel like he would have evolved and it would have changed. He would have changed his lane because he came into this lane. He made his, like you said, he made his own lane. And then to think that if Jay would have came along,
I don't think so.
I think he would have evolved.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I think
I
don't think y'all give him okay. And
I
don't think y'all give him Biggie enough.
Because y'all making the producers move back here. Y'all, I can see out the corner of my eye everybody doing the.
Listen, we talking about goats. This whole conversation is goats. Biggie is a
legends
goat.
and genius.
Like this. Who do you think
I'm
in a
curious
fight
to know
would
what
have
Wave
won
thinks about this
between Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali? Like, if you being honest,
Ali, easy.
Okay, if you being honest,
Ali.
So we're talking about
Mike in their primes. Mike Tyson,
and I can tell you why.
And Ali in his prime.
Ali, because I can tell you
see
why.
What I got on my shirt, right? But
but like I can tell you why.
Dog, I love Muhammad Ali more than Tyson, but Tyson would have knocked him out.
No, sir.
Ali had the best show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He had the best show
about him. Like,
but y'all gotta remember, Ali is the only fighter that can hit you solid, moving backwards. Tyson would have been in the same position that what's my dude name? Foreman and the other guy.
But do you remember how he struggled with Foreman?
He struggled with Foreman because he was well over the age he should have been fighting Foreman.
Right, but you're talking about the speed and power of Mike Tyson. There's been no other. The closest one maybe was Lennox Lewis.
I know we got it boxing, but seriously, Tyson was a close hitter, so he's here the whole time. Ali would have been backing up, popping the whole time.
Yeah, he wearing
an
Ali shirt.
But y'all see the difference how y'all still talk about them, and it's still like
they the legends.
GOAT together.
That's like Michael Jordan. That's like Michael Jordan versus Kobe, or Michael Jordan versus LeBron.
Right.
Let's
get on
bring
topic.
Bring it
back.
Back on topic.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go back. We're not gonna let that just fly.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you gentlemen are trying to play Biggie like he's not.
Hold up, don't say you gentlemen.
No, I'm saying you specifically because you came out and was like, oh, he wouldn't have time to grow like if he wasn't.
No, I was saying he would have evolved.
Yeah, like. So Pac and Jay was just evolved and Biggie wasn't. Like, how do you feel about that?
Well, he was evolving. And see, that's the key. Like, I feel like he was shut down in the middle of his maturation. Like, he wasn't he was evolving. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying, like, I think he would have been more than a little bit irrelevant during that time.
No, see, and you got to understand
because he would have evolved.
So you're hearing
irrelevant.
We're playing Biggie.
No, I said relevant.
Let me make the point though. Let me make the point. The point I'm making, here's what was dope about Big, and I think would have been his crutch later on, is what I'm saying. Okay. As Big came out, he was so far ahead of everybody, he would have never felt the need to adjust.
Yeah,
really.
Where Jay would have had to adjust.
Okay.
Now hold on. Tupac.
I want to hear what you.
Hold on, Tupac.
Tupac
is not a thing of saying, him and Tupac would have been the same. What I'm saying is Tupac wouldn't have had to compete in that realm. You feel me? Jay is better than Tupac as an artist.
Too.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying, Tupac's lane was the poet, saying real shit.
Yeah, we can
saying the shit you need to hear. But
he did come out with dope songs. Like, where it was
just
a great song.
So here's the thing. You know how sometimes you have an artist, right? Because listen, I have this pet peeve when people be like, she's talking about me or whatever. She's a rapper. I'm not no damn rapper. I'm an artist.
I used to say that too.
There's, like really, like there's a difference between a rapper
This is
and
somebody
an
who can just rhyme
artist.
shit. Yeah.
Right. A rapper, somebody you can string words together. You be on the corner wherever you at, and you might be able to jump in and jump out. You good. You can say something here and there.
Yeah.
An artist makes songs. You know what I'm
Paints
saying?
pictures with words.
Painting pictures with words.
That's a great way to say that. Their performance, their stage performance is
and let's
on
be real,
point.
Biggie was one of the first ones to do that in a song.
This is where I'm leading to. I feel you said it. You nailed it. I feel like.
So you don't think Biggie was a rapper?
I mean, besides
I think
Rapper
Biggie
Delight,
was a super dope ass rapper, but he's also an artist. Like that dude has timeless records. Like to your point when you were like he was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have carried him. You know what I'm saying? And then think about the era that we're talking about. He definitely would have had to have stepped up. I feel like if he was thinking out, I'm not in his brain, of course, but if he was thinking like, damn man, these dudes that everybody like really going throat to throat, neck to neck. It was so competitive then.
Yeah.
Like you get 4 GOATs. People gonna be like, all right,
I mean,
step your
that'd be
game
like J.
up.
Cole,
Come
Kendrick
ready
Lamar,
because I'm
and all
I'm
of
a
them
body
coming at
shit.
each other.
Now you can say a little bit or whatever, and you all right. Back then,
Yeah,
you
I gotta
couldn't do
hear
that
this.
shit then.
I
You know?
If
So I
you-
feel like, what do you think?
If you put Pac right there, you put Jay right here, you put Big right here, Big is gonna body both of them.
I don't know about that.
You think
He's
so?
gonna
Okay, you
body
gotta tell me why.
You know what? I feel like I'm the only Biggie person at this table.
No, you gotta tell me
But
why.
check it out.
Because I love
love
Big,
Biggie.
but
Voice,
body
that
him.
oomph, that I
That
make
is
your
true.
mouthpiece so beast like Della, like his whole cadence, like memory,
crazy.
like that Pac, like it's cool. But we talking lyrically at a table,
Right.
Neck and neck. Like Jay got one of them calm voices, so he got little slick word plays and all that. But if you put all of them at a table,
And see who's
Big,
going.
I mean, come on now.
But
put
who can
Biggie
yell
at
the
a table,
loudest is not going to be the
We're not
what
talking.
makes a thing.
We're not talking about who can yell the loudest.
talking
'cause
about
if we
his
talking
cadence
And then
is
also,
always
but also we
everything.
talking about career. Like,
Right,
could he
right.
outmake
But
a
if we
song
talking-
over Tupac and Biggie? Like, because you know,
Who? Tupac?
No, Big. Could he make a song better than Tupac and Jay?
Can
Because they
Big
can
make a song
make,
better than that?
yeah. Because that was kind of the downfall of Nas. He couldn't quite
a
beat
one-trick
Jay Z
pony.
at making. He was lyrically beast, but he
Tupac
couldn't beat
wasn't that
Big.
great of an artist.
Ooh,
I feel-
God,
I-
somebody take the
Just
knife
my
out
opinion,
my
and I'm not
back.
trying to.
Hold on, no, I gotta hear
Are
your
you
opinion.
kidding
No,
me?
Explain that,
hold on.
please.
I'd rather you say he wasn't that good of a rapper. He was definitely mostly artist.
I don't think that.
Man, are
Than
you?
rapper.
I
Pac
don't-
was one of the greats, man.
I feel he had
Okay.
some great songs.
What?
Tupac had
Okay.
some great songs.
Explain it to me.
But I feel we champion Tupac more for what he did more than his music. Because Biggie did, he only had 2 albums, but he had 2 classic albums.
Okay.
True.
But point
And
out
that-
something
let
on
me
those
talk,
albums.
brother.
No,
I'm
all right,
sorry.
go
Go ahead.
Biggie had 2 classic albums. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if we talking lyrically, we talking artistry, if we
Right.
talking all of that in one, Biggie was the greater artist. And he did have, he had Puffy, so everybody says, oh yeah, he had Puffy, but Biggie was an artist, man. He was articulate with his rhymes. Tupac was an awesome poet, but when it came to artistry, he didn't drive that
So
home.
So
where
what
did
would
he-
you say?
where did he
is
lack
the-
at
What do
then?
you say is the
What
difference?
What was lacking in his artistry?
First of all, he lacked lyrical ability.
Pac lacks
Tupac
lyrical
lacked lyrical
ability.
Yes.
I've never heard
I'm
anybody
gonna
say
use
that ever.
I don't.
Ever in my
I feel-
lifetime.
Well, I'm gonna be the
What?
first to
Yeah,
tell you.
please do,
He
because I gotta
lacked
explain.
lyrical
What?
ability. His songs seem
Negative.
very I felt like I heard the same song so many times, and I felt like his passion fueled the music outside everything that was going on around Tupac. I feel that fueled everything for him.
So you say it was more like
So-
Tupac rap was more like his outlet rather than his.
It
his
felt
No,
kid.
he's
like
talking
that.
about the.
To
you
me-
talking about the Machiavelli era, like when he was pissed and he was. Is that what you're mostly speaking
I'm
of?
even going back to the first album. You know what I'm saying? I'm going
He
back.
had the Brenda's Got a Baby. He had
Yeah,
like.
listen to that.
Mama,
Lyrically,
Brenda's
So
Got a
so
Baby.
you saying it's more like
and
it's,
listen to it. It's a
that was
great
more like his
song.
outlet.
You know I always
like
loved
simple.
Tupac. He was positive.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Right.
But he was positive, so I enjoyed his music off of that. But if it's always this comparison that people are like, oh, he wouldn't shake a stick with. No, Biggie just had something. It was something there.
He did have something.
What I
I get
didn't
that.
like about Biggie was it was an interview he had, and he said something about He was like, don't come to me if you wanna hear that positive stuff. He said something to that effect, and I was like, nah, because Tupac was good for that era because that was something we needed to hear. Just like he would be good for this era because it's something we need to hear. And Biggie had those. I felt like Rob was saying, to go back to his point, Biggie was evolving. He was evolving as an artist. Sky's the limit, stuff like that. He was getting ready to get into that realm. You know what I mean? And I feel like people don't give Big that credit and always trying to put. I sound like I was about to cry when I said that.
A little bit. Let it out, bro.
I heard your
family here, man. You gotta cry. Go ahead, cry.
I just feel like people don't give Big his credit as a lyricist, as an artist, and he only had 2 albums. So I mean, they bring it back to that. What was his message?
Yeah, because you know Tupac's messages. What was Biggie's message other than get money?
Big spoke. He was that kid from Brooklyn. Big showed us that anybody can do anything as long as you really
black
believe.
And ugly as ever.
If we talking about come on. Now I'm a fat black dude from New York, so automatically.
Right, but we're talking outside of just his region.
Talk, brother.
Go ahead.
You know he gets serious.
We at the barbershop, y'all. We at the barbershop.
He gets serious about Big now.
You know what I'm saying? Like Big had that message of anybody can make it. You know what I'm saying? Tupac, I love him. He was positive, but you can do it. It was all a dream.
That's true.
I agree.
I used to read Word Up
I agree. I come from that.
Says that.
No,
Wavyy and Lady Lee up in the limousine.
There we go. I like that.
I like that change.
I left us out the limousine.
So we just walk.
Out the limousine.
I'm driving
your energy right now. But
there were some borderline lyrics that he had, though.
Who?
Big.
Okay, here
you
we go.
look so good. What'd he say?
Who said that first?
Who said it first?
Richard Pryor.
He did?
Yes.
What was the line again?
Pryor.
But he put it in his song.
Say the line.
No,
yeah, what's the line? What's the line?
What's the line?
No. Seriously, I'm just trying to remember what line.
Look, you saw my face.
All right, what's the line?
What's the line?
Yo, this coffee, y'all.
Listen, he said.
For those who are watching, she doesn't drink coffee very often. That's why she keeps moving.
Y'all sit there talking right with Dominic eyes on me like, what's the line?
I really do want to know the line. What's the line?
He said, you look so good, I ought to suck on your daddy's dick.
Yeah.
Okay. No, hold up, though. But Jay got one line. Jay got one line that I've always questioned.
What is
that
it?
line? He was like, "You know me well from Nightmares of a Lonely Cell," and my brain was like,
"What could you be talking?
Why would you know him well?
What was he talking about, though?
You know me well with from Nightmares of a Lonely Cell."
Saying that another dude knows her
well.
well.
I just didn't.
And it's another nigga.
You know me well from Nightmares of a Lonely Cell. I just never. I guess I just
I
didn't know what he
never
was talking about.
Put that together. I'm just thinking he's saying like, yo, there were lonely nights in his cell where he was going through nightmares and writing.
That was his
That's
juicy.
how I took it.
Okay.
Huh?
Hard Knock Life.
Yeah, that was his juicy. Yeah, that was his juicy though.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely like. I didn't think about
but there's
that,
some
but I
like
don't
really,
think that.
you know, there was some
So
borderline.
you say lyrically
what from Big?
Yes.
Bring it back. What else? The fuck him in the ass, throw him over the bridge.
Yeah, that's
one.
fucked up. Yeah,
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up.
You know my nigga gonna fucking kidnap kids, fuck him in the ass, throw him over the bridge. Like,
yeah, that was a little borderline.
He was like, wait.
But yo, let's talk about Pac's original interviews.
Like,
Pac's original interviews was kind of skeptical too.
Wait, what?
Bruh, Pac's original
I don't even
interviews.
want to get.
You about to get this dude started.
No,
This shit.
he's on
Nah,
something.
dead ass.
Okay, what?
Dead ass. His original interviews when he was in like.
Tupac?
Go back and YouTube some of his
rappers.
younger interviews.
You hear how high my voice was?
Because I swear for God,
We ain't got into interviews. We talking about.
Yeah, we
No,
talking
I was
about
about to say, I love how
lyrics.
we
Not
went
the
around,
point.
and now we only making it a Biggie and Tupac thing.
Yo,
let's go to both.
But that's
Right,
because who
why
we
does it
started
always
with. That's
go
who
to
we
that,
started
though?
with.
It does always go to that. Why? Why were they? Oh, because of the whole
It's
beef
that
and
neck
stuff.
and neck.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you got two brothers.
That's
at
what
the
it
table
is.
that
Yeah.
Biggie and
Yeah, so
Neck.
tell me this. Here's what I'm trying to understand. So when we first went around, you said your top artist was Jay-Z, but you're defending how Biggie would have outdone Jay-Z.
Right.
So
You think he would have outdone
him?
I
Draw
didn't
that
say
line.
that.
Okay.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
nah,
that.
he didn't say that.
Nah,
he didn't say that. He didn't say he would outdo him.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But now that you brought it up, I'm saying, listen. Biggie was he was just great. But one thing that he did say was he was gonna bow out and leave the rest of the game to his people. A lot of artists don't say that.
Okay.
People think that you can keep running until whatever.
Right.
Biggie planned on after, I think he was going to do this album, he was going to do another one, and then he was going to get out the game. This is what he said.
He didn't have a lot of tricks in his bag.
That's not true.
He didn't have
saying,
a bag the size of Jay-Z.
Yeah.
He didn't have a bag.
This is pretty good right here. Yeah.
That's not. That's
But
that's
he would
untrue.
He would still always been one of the GOATs. He still would have classics.
No. Don't shout it
would
up, brother.
still be that.
Don't shout it up, brother.
No, because I want it clear that I'm not saying Biggie is down here and Jay-Z. It doesn't have to be either or. We're just talking about the question was posed if Big would have lived. Wasn't it you that said it? That Jay-Z wouldn't have had a career.
No,
I don't
no.
agree. I don't think nobody said that.
No,
I agree.
You said that, and I said that. I think Biggie would have evolved and kept up with the climate.
And my response is that Jay would have surpassed him. Period.
Yeah,
I could see him surpassing him, but I don't think it would have been in such a sense that you wouldn't know Big like that.
No,
I think
and here's the
not
thing
what I'm
too,
saying.
though.
It'd be like
Think
Kendrick
about
Lamar
how many
right
fans.
now, like,
Seriously,
Kanye.
Big had all of BK, New York, really on lock.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then that was really
And he
where
kinda
you saw how
introduced Jay a
your
little bit.
fans really supported
Yeah, that
you
was
because
his
you
dog.
really
He
had
loved
to.
Jay.
It wasn't the
He
streams;
did.
it was
Yeah,
people
he
who had to
introduced
buy
Jay, so-
records. So New York would have stood up for Biggie, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
agree. They still stand up for
He's not
Biggie.
talking
Yeah.
about. That's what he's trying to say. He's not talking about that though. I'm saying worldwide, Big just had that appeal. There was something there, and I can never put my finger on it.
He
But
had
there was
the it.
something. He just had it.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
Jay-Z.
He had the
Jay-Z
it.
is great. Jay-Z is great. I love Jay-Z. That's my favorite artist.
Yeah.
But when we talking about lyrically, we talking about a brother that could have really. Like
Took it to
overtook
another
the game
level,
and took
yeah.
it to another
I mean,
dimension.
but
I wouldn't even say
look
a
at-
level, a dimension.
But look at 444, bro. Like that's a whole different
yeah,
lane.
you're not lying.
Like,
Right.
Now I gotta
you know
say,
one
you know what I'm
song
saying?
that I feel Biggie was evolving on, and I don't even like this song.
What?
What's that joint with them guys on it, and they performed that unsolved premiere. They're all in danger of us. Not too many can bang with us straight
Bone
off.
Thugs.
No, you
Yeah,
did
right,
not
right,
say
right.
with those
I don't
guys.
really like that.
Yeah.
What?
He did kind of
Bone
do
Thugs
that.
and Harmony.
I'm gonna take it out as me being young.
You don't like
Again.
Bone
Okay,
Thugs?
okay.
Okay.
I was gonna
Bam,
say,
bam, bam,
man, put some
No, no,
respect
no.
on their name.
My lungs moved a little bit. Like,
But I
whoa.
don't like that song because of them though. So
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I
I
love
don't
that
like
song.
all that. You know what I'm saying?
I can
And
rap
it's my
every like
preference,
part in
so
there.
it's
but-
not-
Nah, I dig it's your
It's my
preference.
preference, so it's not like I'm trying to beef with them because they'll see you out in the street and it's a rap. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I don't want no smoke, right? listen, like I don't like that song. I don't like I don't
Oh,
like
I love
that.
it.
Okay.
If
And
I
that's
thought it
my
was
that's my
dope.
what you call it with Kendrick. It's like
What?
Jay-Z.
If you think about it, they made Biggie switch up his
Man.
style.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
But he
and I
killed
felt like
it.
he was evolving right there.
And I think that's
in a
kind of part
different-
of the reason why
different
he would
range.
evolve.
He just didn't get a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tupac. Okay,
He didn't get his chance
let's
either.
talk.
Though.
Let's talk. I feel quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When you're constantly in the studio and you just constantly making songs,
Mm-hmm.
not all of them shits is gonna be hot. We all
That's
know that.
It's not true, but
Yeah.
you get
Right?
more of a chance to evolve when you're constantly doing your craft. When it's
Yeah,
constant.
but you also get a chance
You can
to
oversaturate
evolve.
yourself
Yeah,
sometimes.
you
though.
can really do that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that. So
A lot of artists do that.
and that's the problem. Like I heard Gucci man bragging about being a GOAT because he dropped like 100 and something albums,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, but it's quality
Yeah,
over quantity.
yeah, nah,
Right,
that-
right.
So
Well, now
Biggie
one
put
of 'em
out
good.
That I
two
gotta
great
agree with.
albums. My man is not trying to hear that.
I know, right?
Listen, but Big put out two great albums that was quality. You know what I'm saying? So if we just gave him a chance to hop in his bag, you see Jay steps out the game now, and Jay come back with some heat. 444. You know what I'm saying? What's the other album before that? The Holy Grail. Like
Holy Grail.
he steps out the game. That's what he allowed himself to do with that retirement announcement.
Dead ass.
So he
Yeah.
step out the game and come back when he want with some heat. It's
Black
quality
Album.
over quantity. The
Black
Black
Album.
album.
But see,
And
that-
American Gangster, one of my favorite. I don't care what
But see
nobody
that,
say.
but
shit was
that's the thing for me. You're
Yeah.
making the point that I'm trying to articulate,
Well-
which is Big was dope. Big will always be one of the GOATs, but Big was big. Big was just a dope.
big.
Look, Big was a dope artist. Jay-Z literally would pick the game up and shift it
Nah.
every fucking album,
I agree.
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
Like who does that? Tupac didn't even do. He did it. He did it one way by coming in.
He did it maybe once or twice where he kind of changed the game.
He did it
with how
coming
he
in,
did
being himself. That was a change to the game. But repeatedly pick the whole game up, no matter what's going on.
See, like that's my thing. Like it's kind of hard to say because would he have, if they'd have had a chance, would it have been possible?
So.
The J-Shift, the game, J-Shift culture. He had everybody walk around and button up some white tees and SDOT Carters.
That is true.
You know what I mean? Jay told everybody suit up.
And change.
Yeah, everybody suit up. Niggas start getting haircuts, suiting up. So, like Jay literally changed culture.
He did.
Like that ain't he didn't even just an artist.
But what did
you know
he
what I'm saying?
But I mean, if you want to say that, Wayne changed culture too, though.
Who was coming out on stage with suits on?
Jay.
With the Versace suit.
Well, that was Death Row. And then Bad Boys started rocking the Versaces and all that.
But
and I mean, if you really want to go back to Kane,
let's go back to Kane.
You can go back to Kane.
I was about
Kane
to say,
was one of the
can we
first
do
ones.
this? Because I love this conversation. But y'all know I'm a female, and I rock for my females.
Legit.
And we cannot have, and I am all hip hop all day.
Are you about to throw in a female all day?
Her jersey accent.
Okay, so we got all right. So we got Lauryn. We got Lauryn Hill. Who else could we throw in there?
Listen, I cannot sit here and not say we have to pay
Queen
homage
Latifah.
to female rappers, okay?
But why?
And what do you mean?
Hey, yo, why you playing up Charlie
Digger?
Baltimore? I did like Charlie Baltimore.
Okay.
She was dope.
Charlie, first of all.
Hold on. Did you just, damn it, say Rod Digger?
Yes.
After.
Jersey, stand up. Rod Digger. Come on, man. I'm a rep
just
for my
you from
ladies.
the same city don't mean that person gets a pass.
Give her props.
All right, no, you got to pick somebody that's up there with Lauryn Hill, though.
Really?
Because, like
give me Queen Latifah. Give me MC Light. I'm with you on that.
MC Light.
I'm getting there.
You said
okay, I gotta hear what you're talking about.
First of all, of course, Queen Latifah gonna get it.
Right.
Listen, Queen Latifah came out right. Did her rapping thing. Did a whole jazz.
Career-wise,
she did a jazz album.
Yes, and it was dope.
Wait, what? The
when
jazz
she came
performance?
out with the motorcycle?
Hell yeah, of course.
What show was that? Bodied
I don't
that
know,
joint.
but she killed
Wasn't it a war
and
show?
that's when she had her earring with the right.
Black Girls Rock or something.
Maybe
the queen, son. I love her.
Then I mean, her career has been so successful, and she's been able to reinvent herself so much. So you gotta give her props.
What's the new girl that's on Pitch Perfect? The black girl, she's a rapper now. She's a beast.
Oh, I know you.
She's a beast.
Yeah, I know you're talking
I don't know.
Yo,
what is her name?
I can't remember her name.
Was she on another show?
I just discovered her recently too. I was all late.
Mulatto.
No, I'm not talking about Mulatto.
No, Mulatto was on the rap game.
The dark skin girl.
Mulatto was on the rap game. That's where she's really from, the rap game.
Somebody
I like Mulatto.
The heavyset girl, right?
Yo, she a. That's
wait, are you talking about
now, what's funny, if you like
her
Big,
name was
you gonna love her.
Or Oranika.
Because she's the only one that has kind of that swag. Where you just like, gosh, and then lyrically she crazy.
First of all, Chica, she's on the Freshman XL right now. She's
Chica, yeah.
She's a beast.
Yes.
Is that who you're talking
That's
about?
exactly who I'm
her
talking
about.
about.
Her name is Oranika. You don't think she a beast?
What?
She crazy.
I didn't say nothing, y'all.
Oh, well, now your head got low. When your head got low.
Okay, let's go back.
Let's go back.
Let's talk about the Little Kims, who really changed the game.
Little Kim
opened up.
But
I mean, like,
come on, man. She opened it up for females to be able to talk about their stuff, and everybody was like,
and we all down for that.
Hold on. We gotta address something here because he just said something that I heard.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
I heard many people say, I don't understand why people do this to her.
I love my female rappers, man.
Little Kim. Because you said you just made the joke about her lyrically. Now she did do she was like one of the first to go the raunchy route, with some of the stuff. But if you really sat back and listened to Lil Kim, she was a little monster, son.
You like
she
Biggie.
was a little
and she
monster.
and
maybe Biggie,
like she was perfect coming out that camp. It made sense. And you're like, she's coming out of Junior Mafia. Okay, makes sense.
When she first came out,
that
was the
I know.
This is my
she
thing. This is my thing because I just recently heard was it LL say that he wrote one of Light's lyrics or whatever. So one of MC Light's lyrics. And it's like, and when we talk about these kind of things, like let's give an extension, like, yo, these people had writers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or Jay-Z wrote. We just came out. Jay-Z wrote. Still Dre.
Biggie wrote Lil Kim's rhymes.
T.I. wrote. What's that girl name? That she got big for a hot second. The girl from Australia.
Iggy Azalea.
Eve
Iggy
was big. Foxy.
Okay, now Eve. What? I like Eve. I did like Eve.
What was that joint when she came out with
did like Eve.
I like the sitcom.
with the red hair
The
and
sitcom
that
version.
big
What's
song
she
she
from?
came out with.
Eve?
Yeah.
Exactly.
She from Jersey?
Man, y'all gonna make me.
I'll give you that. I co-sign that. I did like Eve.
We talking about GOAT artists though. Lauryn Hill, that was
Lauryn Hill,
Super
yeah.
dope.
Who's another one that you
but I
could
see
put
what
up
you're
there like
saying.
that though? Like with
listen,
the
see, my thing is
Tupacs,
this.
the
I feel
Biggies.
like what sucks is when it comes to males in this industry, there can be 30 million rapping males. Everybody like, yo, that's what's up. That's my nigga. DMX, Biggie. And then when it comes to females, it's like, and I get real passionate about
Lauryn
this.
is in my
When it comes
top
to
5,
females,
though.
it's like,
Lauryn's
she was
easy.
she was but it's like, I gotta give them respect because you gotta fight so hard to be respected
Legit.
as a
She passionate
female
about this.
rapper. I'm
Yeah.
so passionate.
But who else would you put
and
up
like
there
for
with
people to
Lauryn
really
Hill?
give you your props, it's like,
real
God
simple, though.
damn.
But who else would you put up there with Lauryn Hill?
Dominic.
It's real.
He
No,
got-
it's real.
he-
No.
y'all can see him right. Look, he doing like this with a slingshot.
Yeah, fickle though.
No. It's just
When
just,
he lean
it's
back,
just
that's when I know
dudes-
he coming too.
Dudes can't thug the Lil Kim, or they can't thug the the female.
I give you that.
Yeah, yo, throwing that rock digger. We
And
about
then
to go tear this
there's
shit
some
up.
lyrics we
I see.
can't
Like, you know
actually
what I
be
mean?
like blah 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 blah.
So what about
Right.
Nicki?
What about Nicki?
Hey yo, Nicki when she first came out.
I was about to say. I think
First
Nicki
of all,
fell
Nicki
off.
was a
You
beast.
think Nicki fell off?
Yeah.
I wish she
I
would
feel
go
it's what
back
we
to how
do to
she
them,
like
though.
she lyrically she was.
Boy, who?
It's the consumers.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
social
She
media.
commercialized.
Yeah.
No,
a lot.
it's them. Like just like Eminem, when he dropped. I hate to go back to a male, my bad. But just like
No, you
Eminem,
saw good.
when he dropped the album, they thrashed him so bad that he went and got another album. Came out. Just
Which album?
We're fighting hard. I forgot the name of it.
Marshall Mathers.
No, you know what I'm talking about though. It was recent. It was like in the recent
Oh,
years.
okay,
He
yeah,
dropped
yeah,
the
yeah.
album,
Right.
And it didn't
and
do that well.
the
yeah.
people thrashed the album, so he went in and came back. It's like we're not being real. We're not really expressing ourselves how it needs to be expressed now because we're so worried about what social media
How we look.
canceling us, and that's even if we go to anything. Comedians, Kevin Hart, like the social media era is killing the game. They're killing hip hop. They're killing
I agree
real
with that.
artistry. I heard Andre 3000 say he don't even want to drop another album because
He was
of-
saying that a while ago. Did
And
you-
honestly, he was one of
he
my
was,
favorites.
No, he was saying that a minute ago too.
Yeah.
That like just the way it is when you're
Yeah.
there and how they can manipulate. And like,
Because
Yeah.
what happens to a lot of artists, and this is what I think happened to Nicki, and I love Nicki. Like when Nicki came out, and I'm not gonna lie, I want one of them dudes that was like giving the female artists a chance, because a lot of them come out would be trash, right?
Yeah.
But then the golden gooses would come out and be like, yeah, she better than all you dudes too. Like
Yeah.
Nicki was one of those. She
Word.
wasn't the only one, but when she came out, was
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
raw and all
you don't
that.
think so?
Why
She-
you look
she
at
was-
me?
Yes, I know you.
nah,
I saw him
say that.
like.
But see, like, I feel the same thing about
hold
Chico.
on, listen to Nicki's older shit. Like I wish she'd go back to that, because then to his point, what he's saying is 100% correct. When you get to a certain level, then it's like, no, you got to make this kind of music because you got to sell.
You got to
See,
sell.
but this is the
You gotta make what they
catch-22.
want.
It's like we want to see growth, grow, but then it's like I
They
want
don't
you
want-
back.
they don't
Go
want
back
artists
to
to grow.
this. It's like, but this is what I'm saying. And I don't know if this is it with her, but it's like I feel like as an artist, you start somewhere, and then it's like, all right, well, let me grow into this.
Yeah.
Let me dominate this. Because for a minute she was on the Harajuku Barbie and the,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And really, if you think about it. Yo, that really
was
opened
genius.
her up internationally.
And it
you know what I'm
did.
saying?
And did,
But that's a part
absolutely.
of growth.
But I feel like
So
I feel like
then-
when you go from being like the Gucci, and then you grow into Walmart, it's kind of. I mean, and by that I mean like because you're just trying to sell as many as you can, as opposed to being
call Nicki Minaj
like he
Walmart?
said,
He called
where
it
you're.
Walmart.
Well, what I'm saying is like,
He called the Walmart.
hey yo, that's a compliment. Walmart is one of the biggest industries in the
Her bar is about to
world.
shut your
Home of the
IG
low
down.
Walmart is one of the biggest industries in the
Get 'em,
world. So
Barbs.
Nikki, if you're listening, Nikki, if you're
Barbs.
listening, I'm giving you a compliment by saying you are compared to one of the biggest industries in the world.
Home of the low
In the
prices.
words of Wavyy, don't shine it up now.
But-
you heard what you said?
But
Somebody
I feel
ever
like
compare me to
when
Walmart?
you
I
take
swear to
away
God,
some
I'm
of your,
pulling
you
up.
take away some of your
He just said Nicki
some of your
Minaj was
passion
great value brand.
when you actually oh shit, I did
value.
not say that shit.
Wow.
That man just said that. You are not gonna put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. But
So she
like
was Gucci, and now she great
I
value.
feel like
What?
you kind of change when you change and you just trying to sell. You
Yeah.
kind of lose some of your passion.
I can agree with that. This is why for some real people, it takes them a little bit longer. But when you stay true to who you are, keep your pen to the paper and write all your own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't
nobody
see, that's why I like J. Cole.
You feel what I'm saying?
But that's the reason why I like J. Cole, because like he kind of stayed and evolved in his arena as J. Cole. He could have went more commercial, but he's more he stuck to it, you know.
It worked. I actually, you know, shout out to my Fayetteville brother J. Cole.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The whole squad. But he's not even in my top 5. And I love Cole.
Oh God.
I love Cole.
I'm trying to get signed to Dreamville.
Now I want to hear what's your top 5.
I'm trying to get signed at Dreamville, so I can't.
Yo, what's your top 5?
Yes.
Holla at him, Cole.
Holla at him.
What's your top 5? I gotta hear your top 5.
Ain't no other female rapper doper than me, okay? And I said it.
But here's it, and I believe it.
Ain't too many rappers doper, and I said it.
Believe.
But you think you're better than Nicki Minaj?
Lauryn Hill?
I think you can bring anybody next to me.
Lauryn Hill?
And I'll let the people speak, and I don't care who it is.
Hold
any time of day.
Hold on, though. Lauryn Hill?
Male, female.
Hold on. I don't want the political
any
answer.
Beat.
And
no, this is a real answer.
Would you body Nicki Minaj in a battle?
I feel like I'll body anybody battling.
My
even
God.
Lauryn Hill
Hey,
would say,
like, I mean, what am I? You think I'm gonna be like, yo, she'll body me? Ain't nobody breathing alive that's gonna body us.
Because I don't think nobody can beat me in a fight. So it is what it is.
It just is what it is. If anything, they'll be like, yo, they gonna be like, yo, wow, they held her own with her.
I give you that.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think ever it would be if I'm somewhere and somebody's somewhere and we really going in. I don't think anybody would ever be like, damn, yo, she bodied SDOT. I can't see it. Nah. Now, what I do feel.
The question is,
I feel like
who would body who in a battle between you and Nicki Minaj? It's simple.
I don't think anybody would catch a body. I think it would be a mutual like. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
All right, look. Since she won't say it, I'm gonna say it. I think I know SDOT would body Nicki Minaj.
You done seen me in every era. You already know what it is. Like really.
All right, but would you body Lauryn Hill?
Oh God, I wouldn't even go in a battle with her.
Yeah, you could.
I would respectfully bow out and bow.
No, this is the time to do it.
I would literally bow.
Lauren will start drawing on the walls now. You'd be like, we in the battle, Lauren. We in the battle.
No.
I love Lauren.
I'm sorry, but she ain't even gonna show up. Y'all know we're gonna be there for like 3 hours. She ain't gonna show up.
Yo, but if she showed up, it would be some epic shit that she gonna say that you shouldn't have going.
I would listen. I'm telling you, I would tell people like I can't even do it. I value her so much. I wouldn't even be able to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
So I couldn't do it.
So let's get an idea of, you know, we done had a little bit of battle back and forth and whatnot. You know what I mean? And we come to the realization that Jay-Z's the best to ever do it, and then there's Tupac, and then there's Big.
No, we didn't come to that.
I'll give Jay maybe he's like this. I'll give you this. Jay is probably like the Michael Jordan of the game.
Well, we got 3 Jay-Z is our favorite. We got, you know, Carolina, New York, and then we got Tupac from Jersey. You know what I mean?
Tupac from Jersey.
And so,
he's from New York, right?
He's from New York.
Yeah.
What part was it? Queen? No,
he's from Harlem.
I think it was Harlem.
Poughkeepsie.
No, I'm kidding.
And can we talk about? I just gotta highlight this. Can we talk about a rapper being that thorough, where he gets out the car, sees 2 brothers pulled over, and gets out the car and shoots a cop in the head?
Oh, yo, that ass. Yo, I gotta
get. Do you understand what type of cloth?
You see what I'm saying?
Yo, that's more gangster than Boosie.
I don't care.
Just proved my point.
Understand what type of cloth you gotta be. Because see, right now, we'll take somebody who's a cornball and be like, yo, he real. No, dude, you're a cornball. You rap about shit you're not really about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate when I hear things and I'm like, yo, that he really about that shit. Or if you're like, you know what I'm saying? Don't rap about I got $1 million homes, and no, you don't.
Like,
baby, never seen
one.
Yeah.
Like, let me hear something real. Let me hear how hungry you are to get to the $1 million home, because I'm gonna feel that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's move up into the current era right now. Let's move up into Wavy's era.
He had to do that to you, huh?
No, this actually was dope, because did you people he said current era? This was dope.
This is your current era.
Yeah, it's a compliment. So, they always think I'm taking shots, man.
Nah, this was dope. It was
we so used to you shooting shots.
I can talk all day about this topic, man.
Yes, please.
Right.
Go.
I love this joint.
Who's your? We'll start with you and work our way around to me. And
like right now,
who's
that's
your
out?
right now? Would you say is running the game?
Wow.
Artist wise, I don't care about sales, money, all that other crap. Artist wise, when you hear them, you're like, yo, this is the one.
I see you on like
male or female.
this saddens me because I really got to think. And that lets you know, to me, the state of hip hop. Like, I feel. But let me see. Like, who's
any one of y'all bring up that damn 6ix9ine, I'll rip this mic out of the
no,
table.
I'll get it from the table. I'm just going to leave, bro.
Really? I feel like the baby right now is like
he on baby.
Yo, dude's on go.
But you talking about running
he's
it
on
like
go right now.
Baby.
Listen,
as
he's
far
hot.
as artist, not as how successful he is.
I don't think he's like
as an artist.
If you turn on
saying,
anything,
he ain't
you're
bad.
hearing this dude, you're seeing this dude. Yo, he really he turned the game
and then
inside
I like
out.
the newest
and his
song
work
he came
ethic
out
is
with.
crazy.
No,
yeah, man, I think he's dope.
I felt
the Kirk album, I loved it.
I felt he was okay all the way up until recently. Who's a little dude he just dropped a song with, and I was like, the baby, like, Nick, that dude,
is
that
he switching? Oh.
Keep doing that.
You talking about the one that he's talking about all the stuff that's going on now?
It's him and another dreadhead dude.
Dreadhead dude.
I like the song
Earth
he got
Gang
out
is
now
really
right
dope.
now.
New cats, man.
They're not really like out there
names.
the way that they should be. I don't
But
think.
Who's that?
They
Earth
just
Gang.
dropped it.
Earth Gang.
Damn,
And what's the dude? JID. Are y'all up on JID?
You killing me. Yo, go ahead.
What?
No.
I thought Earth Gang was a
This
story.
is Cole's camp. Listen, JID. Oh my God. Okay. Let me say this. Favorite rappers right now, I will put JID in the room with and JID, and I'm a rep for you because you know what I'm saying, you like it, and Wavyy, and Wave. I put money on with Wave for real though, real shit. But listen, JID is dope. The dude is dope.
I gotta check him out.
I'm gonna send you.
JID,
I'm gonna send y'all
anybody?
something on him.
My favorite right now. Man, honestly, and I know you hate to. I hate to have to do this
like
to
right
you.
now.
I gotta throw you too. Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
That's cliche though.
But
Man,
no.
Kendrick Lamar and J.
Who's
Cole.
right now dropping stuff? Right now, current.
I mean, you can use them for this era though.
Bruh,
This era, but
I
I'm
gotta
talking
go,
about right now.
Because Cole just dropped something and it was dope.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Cole just dropped something and it was dope.
So you would say Cole?
Cole is. I think
it's between
Cole is
Kendrick and Cole, man.
I think Cole is dope. I think Kendrick and Cole are
because both of them lyrics.
dope.
I
love lyrics.
But
so.
it's like for me, my like being 1,000% honest. For me, when I don't mention them and I say they're not in my top 5, it's not me saying they're trash or they're not this because they can be that. Obviously, they are that for many people. But for me, it's not. You know how you have. Like the tea that under the apple cider. When I tasted it, I was like, "Oh, this is good," but it's not my kind of drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it is for me. It's like I hear it, I see what they're saying and doing. That shit is dope.
Why you gotta take my drink?
That shit is dope. It's just not my.
I want y'all to look over and see this man's face right now.
My go-to.
I want to know what he's gonna say. I get what you said.
So we got
wait,
Kendrick and Cole for you right now.
Yeah, Kendrick
Okay.
and Cole.
Who is
Come
it
on,
for you
Wavyy.
right now, bro?
Disappointed. I'm disappointed.
So who would you say?
Okay, I gotta hear.
Nobody.
Oh, you're disappointed in the state right now.
All things saying that.
Yo, thank you. I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
Hip hop.
Me too.
First of all, because of social media, for one, and I feel like people are not being themselves. Everybody is following what everybody else is doing. One thing that makes me go back to the old school is because everybody had their style, and it was okay. You know what I'm saying? Now
Facts.
we gotta I don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's
gimmicky
cool.
shit,
And
right?
it's cool. I'm not mad at it.
I
But it's
agree.
just like if we talking about who's running the game, I can't look at anybody because the people that's really has the ability to run the game are not making.
They're being
music like that.
overlooked.
You think? Oh, so
Sierra
I heard
Wax,
nobody
stand
mentioned
up. Or
Drake.
Nika,
Like you think
stand
Drake
up.
ain't being himself?
Drake is taking everybody else's style.
Hey, but yo, nah, I gotta give Drake this.
Drake is
as far
bomb, yo. He
as
knows.
far as being able to sell and make a song.
He said, "Let him finish."
You people do
I'ma
not
let you
Nah,
finish,
go
bro.
ahead, go ahead. You got it.
When it comes to who's running the game right now, you have to say Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Drake is not being.
I'm just talking as artist.
The way he does is he takes everybody else's style and stay relevant, and he said it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm saying nothing crazy.
Right.
It's what he said. And in today's climate, you have to do that.
Yeah.
You
But
have to
that's
have
everybody
everybody
did
else's
that.
But
style.
you know what?
I'm then dangerous. Ain't too many getting bang with us.
Wait, but 7 a.m. what is it? 7 a.m. up in the morning. That's too many. That's
you know
two
the
different
song.
flows.
Oh, you know it though.
Yeah, I know it because Biggie had the better verse. Biggie,
He did.
I love that song, and I love Bone
I
Thugs
love
and
that song,
Harmony.
too.
I
I just
really
feel
do.
Biggie rapped quick on there, but I don't feel he took their style. He rapped a different way, but it was a fast style. We can maybe
So you saying none of that came from? That wasn't him paying like some homage to them?
No, it
definitely
was. But I heard everything he said clearly. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no gimmicky shit in there. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't have to break it up.
I take it you didn't like
But they
Twista.
weren't being gimmicky. That's really who they are.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not, but that's what makes them great. But I respect them for that because that's their style. You know what I'm saying? And they're not out here trying to be Migos. They're not doing that. They're being who they are. So I respect artistry like that. When people are purely themselves, like J. Cole. I love J. Cole, but I was disappointed in this last album.
Really?
Somebody else said that too.
What was so disappointed about it?
There's been a couple people saying that.
I listened to it once.
What was so disappointing?
I felt like J. Cole was
overhyped.
It was like he was trying to be a father. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to talk to the game on some Jay-Z shit, but at the same time he was taking that style. So it's like he wasn't being originally himself. But in order to cater to this climate, you have to do that.
No, you don't. No.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yo, I want because
to the consumer that's how it is. That's how they feel. They feel that you have to. Oh, and they always say Cole is boring. You know what I'm saying? He get that a lot. Oh, he's boring. So what he tried to do was take everybody else's style. Cole is insecure.
You think so?
He's very insecure. Very insecure. Go look in his interviews and his stuff. Even when he was talking to Angie, he's insecure. He went against that chick, No Name. He said something in that last song about her. And the stuff that he was saying, I said, okay, he's insecure. But then Jay-Z's insecure too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nobody is purely being themselves nowadays because you gotta sell records.
So how do you stay yourself in this climate then?
That's what I'm saying. With social media, how can we?
No, what?
Yeah, well, I'm just asking how.
Okay, can I say this? First of all, you have to have a strong sense. I hope somebody is listening to this that is in the industry or wants to be and is like really grinding right now. Do not ever switch who you are. Things always come full circle.
Live in your truth.
Always. Live in your truth.
Live in your truth.
Things all look. I had to look at her like live in your truth. She was tagging that shit too, like live in your truth. So, but I feel like things always come full circle, right? And just like the state of hip hop, it went somewhere, and now if we're paying attention, really, things are coming back. Lyricism is coming back.
I give you that. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I see it. I tell people just the same way clothes come back around and shit. People like my mom be like, we wore that back in the 60s and stuff. Yeah. Lyricism is coming back. Never change who you are to adapt to anything. Instead, make the universe and the world adapt to you.
So I gotta ask you a question.
Real shit.
What if you're just a whack cornball? And
then don't do it. So you need people that's gonna be real. That's gonna be like,
I got a question. So you saying what to do?
Yeah.
But something I love.
How?
Because you got to think about like.
You got to know who you are.
Would Big have rapped like that if Kane wouldn't have came first? If Kane came second,
that doesn't mean he didn't know.
Like
that
everybody
means that
changes by who came before you.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody changes by who came before you. Because think about it, if you weren't raised by your mama, you wouldn't act like you did. So like I feel like everybody, your predecessor always changes who you are.
I don't know.
And your climate.
I don't know if change is the right word.
Well, I want to give a shout out. I'm sorry, were you done?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to step on your.
But you go, because I want to hear.
No. Go ahead.
No. Go.
I thought you were ending a sentence. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
No. Go back. No, I was just curious to what he was saying, like with the change.
Yeah.
Because I want to understand exactly, because I think I'm hearing it wrong than what you're trying to convey.
Explain to me how you hear it, and maybe I'm saying it wrong.
Okay, because when you say, I feel like people change according to their predecessor, to me, what I'm hearing is, if I was coming after Nicki, I'm going to change who I am to fit what she paved the way for. Like, so if I'm a certain type of an artist and I'm like, yo, I know that I want to be this. I don't need to show all my shit. I'm not going to talk about my pee. I'm not going to talk about how great my sex is. I don't need to do that. I'm going to body shit and I'm going to talk about real stuff. And like, I want people to feel good about themselves or whatever.
But think about
when
it from
I hear
this point.
change, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to have to switch up my style so I can fit more of that.
Well, think about it from the point of view of what you just said. You said if Nicki did this, Nicki did that, then I chose to do that. That's change. You actually changed based on somebody that came before you, as opposed to if that person was never there, would that be the exact same thought process?
I think what she's saying change, but I think what you're meaning. Well, I'm not telling you what you mean, but I think The point you're getting at is influenced by.
Yeah, and that causes changes
in the midst of changing.
Yeah, because my thing is, I'm so
the climate and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of hard to not change how you rap. What you like he was saying about Cole, based on the people around you and the climate. That it wouldn't make any sense to not change and evolve. When you hear a certain thing, you hear certain music, you're going to change a little bit because the beats change, everything changes. What people dress, how people say, how the topography of your conversation, your linguistics, everything is going to change.
Yeah, but you evolve in your artistry. You don't change who. I think the issue is people are trying to change to adapt to what to Wavy's point too,
to
with
sell.
Social media. They're like, let me adapt and be this person because I feel like this is what they want, and then I'll sell. You're changing who you are. You can adapt. No, excuse me. I don't even like that. I don't like adapt. You can evolve as an artist and still be you.
Social media has made like Kendrick, that a thing.
He's the perfect example. Look at Kendrick. He has not changed.
Social media has made that a thing of... It's where we used to look at it and be like, yo, that's whack. You sound just like so-and-so. Like back in the day, you were whack if you come out sounding like somebody. And then now it's been shifted to now where it's like the thing you want to be on, you have to change and be like, here's the cookie cutter format. And so many people fall into that. That's why back again to Jay-Z.
I give you that.
Yeah.
It's like you have the artist, and it's not just him, it's a handful here and there, but Jay-Z, even as long as he's been in, and then come on, I go back to 444. Like everyone was like that don't work for today.
But it was perfect.
But it's a classic album that album is gonna age well for the next 15, 20 years.
Whether you like it or not.
Just like all the other ones.
If you want the old J, buy the old album. Is that what that? Did you like that album?
Buy my own shit. Buy my own album. Nigga stuck on stupid. Gotta keep it moving. Niggas just the same shit. Me, I make the blues.
And unfortunately, we got to start capping off this episode. But I do want to give
I kind of want to hear what he got to say because he has something to say.
And I was just about to say,
I got two, and one of them, and I don't even know if it's hip hop, but I don't know if it would definitely fall in this lane. But Roddy Ricch, man, I like that dude.
Roddy Ricch.
I like that dude, and when you see his interviews and you listen to him talk stuff, he's pretty much giving you, this is who I am. Even in his music. You know what I mean? He doesn't.
I agree. That's
from
such
my
a good
understanding, he doesn't really veer from
I
that. But he's an excellent artist.
You're on it. Dog.
He's not just making shit and throwing shit out there. Like you can hear the artistry in his music and what he picks.
Did you hear him with the orchestra? Stuff. Did you see that whole thing with the orchestra behind him?
I feel like I did.
Yo, y'all better get this man a second.
I feel like I did, but
he about to explode.
What you think?
And then, but I got one more, and this is not to be funny or to make him feel good or anything like that. But Wavyy.
Oh yeah.
Wavyy to me. When I've
you broke through the ice.
I've worked with Wavyy on some music videos and stuff like that. I directed Zombieland. He allowed me to direct Zombieland for him, etc. And the only reason I was even interested in doing it, because other people have come up to me like, well, you know, just for namesake and everything else, will you help me put this together, direct this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, I'm not interested in that.
Right.
But, when I talked to him about it, like, I actually wanted to, like, where can I help? You know what I mean? Because when I listen to him, it's like everybody, I do music, blah, 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 and then you hear the tracks like, oh God. But then when I heard him, it reminds, like, he's found this dope lane where like you get that old school vibe, but it's in a new school flow, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The value and the authenticity of how it used to be. And it's refreshing because when you listen to his music and then listen to the newer, the other newer artists out, it's like you see all that. It shows you. It points out how cookie cutter they are.
That's true.
And he connects the generation. I give you that.
And that fusion, he's found a really good fusion. And so it's like when he drops new music, like I don't be gassing him up. I be sitting and he drops new music like, hey, I just did this joint. I'm like, I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah,
like I look for that in artists. I want to get excited when you drop something.
Right.
And every time, you know what I'm saying? He comes with it. And so it's like, and the dope part is because somebody his age or even younger can be like, oh, this shit is fire. And then somebody our ages and older, like, oh, this is hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I like. That's true artistry.
He blends
to
the
me.
generations.
Just,
right.
He's able to blend
and you
the
know
generation.
what I'm not trying to do? One thing I don't do, I do quality over quantity. When I drop something, you see I haven't dropped an album or nothing, but I drop singles. You know what I'm saying? Because I really care about that single. I want a chance to push that single and get that message out. I'm not and I'm not gonna allow the industry or anybody else to push me past my time.
That
like,
part.
Like I don't care what Jay-Z said, I feel like Hov right now. He said, I don't care what's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? Give me a chance to do what I do. And when I come, I'm gonna come correct. So with everything that the Zombie Land, it was a message. Like a lot of people don't like the music. You know what I'm saying? But there's a message in it. Every song that I drop, there's a message in it.
And that's, I was gonna bring that point. And I was gonna bring that point. To me, the difference between a Biggie or some of these other guys who are huge, I think you're gonna get huge into that point. But the difference that you had, like Pac, he had the message and he wasn't that great of a lyricist. Big will body you lyrically and style and whatnot, but the message, you know, you could say the value of the message. For me, I ain't from New York, so it didn't really have much value. But you got the lyrics, you got the flow, and then that's the thing I notice is in your music is you always make sure to put a message in it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what will separate you from everybody else. But unfortunately, we've got to bring this piece to a close. We're closed. Now we cutting down. You know what I mean? We cut up. Now we got to cut it down.
Can't you go like another
right? And because I wanted to mention Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper. I wanted to mention him.
And let me, even though we about to close, let me clear up these wounds. I feel like it's wounds that's not clean.
Oh, nah, you shot some out there.
Let me clean.
Y'all political.
I don't have no problem with somebody making music. If you're making music and you want to get your family out the hood and all that, I have no problem with that, and I think that's great. For Tupac, there was some things I said about Tupac, but that's how I feel. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I remember I did a live like a couple months ago, and somebody asked me my top 5, and I gave it. They said, Tupac is the reason your fat black ass has a job.
Team
So
tell me how you really feel.
Ruthless. I'm not mad at somebody feeling that way. But respect everybody's opinion. Everybody's opinion on when it comes to artists. Even though we're gonna feel some type of way because we feel differently, respect everybody's opinion on how they feel, because that artist did something else for them that they may not have did for you. So just
I do gotta ask, since you said that, who are your top 5?
Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, Lauryn Hill, J. Cole.
I'm down with that.
That's a dope list. That's a dope list. Well, on that note of that list, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate you guys for cutting up with us as usual. Wow, you know what I mean? We got MCs in the building, so figured it would be a very fun topic, a tense,
good
battleground.
This was our time, Wavy. This was our time.
I mean? Yeah, we had to cut the cameras a few times. Wavy pulled a gun on Rob.
I know, right? Hey, and I'm the only one that ain't got an album out right now.
SDOT spit in my hair. You know what I mean? It got rough. It got rough. We edited all that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kicked her out her chair.
Oh, man. It was crazy.
Y'all should have got that.
But it's all love. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So, no, but, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're not even here, though. But you are watching us. So thank you for watching us and showing us love. And on that note, we're going to let Lady SDOT Lee with her lovely self take us on up out of here.
Oh, thank you. Listen, y'all, continue to do what you do. If you feel it in your heart and it feels like something that feels right to you, who gives a damn what anybody else says? If you eat it, sleep it, drink it, and you wake up and that's all you can think about, that is what you're supposed to be doing. And I just want to say that Steve Harvey said something really profound one time to me. Well, not to me, excuse me, but said it, like, not to me. I haven't met him yet. But no, he said something that resonated with me is what I was trying to say. And what he said was, what your passion is the thing that you do effortlessly without even thinking about all the time. That's your passion. Because people are like, I'm trying to find my passion. It's whatever you do every day. Effortlessly. Follow your passions, man. Live in your truth.
Live in your truth.
There you go.
Thanks for being here with us,
From the islands of Rhodesia.
So love.
What he got is cutting up. What he got is cutting up.